Hello, my name is Jennifer Agaba. I joined the ALX community or the ALX study hub from Uganda, and basically this is my understanding of who a virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant is basically a professional who already has skills to support organizations, to support entrepreneurs, to support individuals, to support teams, and many other groups of employers out there who need virtual assistants. And basically, what makes them a virtual assistant is the fact that what they have to do is they do it remotely at the comfort of their living rooms or somewhere they are comfortable with to sit down and do what they have to do that is required of them. So what they do is they do it remotely, which is a different scenario from an assistant who sits in the same office with the person who employed them. So basically, that is my view, my short explanation of who a virtual assistant is. Virtual assistants do different kinds of work. Some are hired to do administrative work, some are hired to do technical work, some are hired to do creative work, for example, social media management. I'll go back to administrative work like scheduling meetings for an organization, scheduling meetings for a CEO, managing their daily workflow, organizing their daily workflow, basically, reading and sending emails and stuff like that. For example, I'll give another example for an e-commerce platform. A virtual assistant can be hired by an e-commerce platform to always update stock or the new stock on the market on the platform, to handle the client orders. Also, virtual assistants are hired to do research work online. Some are hired to do social media management. A lot of things that there's a lot more that a virtual assistant does if they are hired on a day, depending on the kind of company that has hired them, or depending on an individual that has hired them and the scope of work, that they want them to do. Yeah, for as long as they are skilled for that particular work, yeah, they're good to go. The role of a virtual assistant actually comes in handy in this day and age to solve so many problems for so many professionals out there who have a great workload on their table and they do not have time. Basically, virtual assistants are there to help relieve them of such problems. For example, work overload, there is poor organization, lack of time, and so many other issues that that keeps them away from focusing on the most important things that they should be focusing on, that actually push the organizations ahead or push the businesses to grow, that they should be focusing on. So the role of a virtual assistant actually comes in handy in this day and age, and it exists for a great reason. In my opinion, I strongly believe a strong virtual assistant, one of the qualities that make a strong virtual assistant is reliability. Honestly, if a virtual assistant cannot be relied on by whoever has hired them, then it does not make sense, because because reliability is a quality that actually everybody should have, whether you're a virtual assistant or you work in the same place with your employers. So I believe that is one of the strongest of the strongest qualities every virtual assistant should have. The other quality that I believe would make a strong virtual assistant is adaptability, because of the nature of the work anyway. The nature of the work is virtual, and there are so many things that are being invented every other day. There are so many tools that are always improved every other time. So every virtual assistant should be in position to adapt to every new thing that is improved, and jump on it, and so that it makes they are skilled in it to make their work better. Yeah, adaptability and reliability, to me those ones stand out the most. On the side of skills, I strongly believe every virtual assistant, or what would make a virtual assistant a strong one, one of them is organizational skills. They should be organized. A strong virtual assistant would stand out. Who would stand out? They should be really organized, because of the kind of work they have to do for the people that they've hired them. Because a messy virtual assistant would mean a messy CEO schedule. Like, they would miss out deadlines because their virtual assistant in the first place did not put things together the way they were supposed to be. So organizational skills to me stand out. And then the other strong skill they should have is tool competent. They should be in position to use the digital tools that are used for office. For example, they should be in position to use the Google Workspace. They should be in position to use the Microsoft Office tools and all that, so that it is easy for them to do their work. So those two skills, to me, they stand out for a strong virtual assistant. When it comes to me, what I would say my strong virtual assistant strengths, number one would be patient. I am a very, very patient person. That one I know for a fact, and nobody can say otherwise. I am an extremely very patient person. And I believe because of the nature of the work of a virtual assistant, certain things may not come easy. So patience would, when you're patient, certain things pass by and you see them go because you've been patient. Otherwise, if you're the kind of person who cannot be patient with hiccups that you may find on the way, it may not work. Some may snap out very fast and go, but if you're patient, it works. It works. So, and the other one would be resilience. I think I'm a very resilient person, because in life I've had a share of things that could have easily knocked me off, but I always bounced back in one way or another. So I strongly believe those two strengths of mine would help me in the journey of a virtual assistant. They really, really, really would help me. And actually, how I get those, because first of all, life alone teaches you to be patient, and also situations teach you. Situations in life teach you. And also, I would give credit to my spiritual background, my spiritual teaching, that I've been taught a lot spiritually, in that you just don't have, sometimes you just find yourself in a state of all that. Like, you have no choice than learn to be patient with people, learn to be patient with situations, learn to bounce back when things don't go your way. So my spiritual background and life itself. Regarding growth areas in my life that I would want to continue to grow in, one of them would be organizational skills, because as I had said earlier, it is very important for every virtual assistant to be organized. Like, my effort to continue to grow makes me even a great virtual assistant, an indispensable virtual assistant. So I plan to continue to practice and learn more about those organizational skills, especially in terms of administration. The other one skill I would love to continue to grow in is tool competence. I have to learn I feel I am compelled to learn every single digital tool that will help me perform my work as a virtual assistant. My plan towards that is basically practice. They say practice makes perfect. So I plan to practice during this program, so that by the time I graduate from this course, I am an indispensable virtual assistant. Regarding the growth mindset and perseverance, to me, they make so much sense, because one thing I know for sure is that if someone does not have a growth mindset, they cannot achieve much in life, really, because not everything achievable in life comes easy. So if someone does not have a growth mindset, like easily chip out of things when they get hard and they cannot persevere, chances are that they will never, or probably will not, achieve much or get anywhere in life, because they can't push ahead. They can't, pick themselves up and say, you know what, this one is hard, but I still have to go. I still have to get over it. I still have to finish it, much as it is hard. So to me, it makes so much sense for me, having a growth mindset, especially in this journey of a virtual assistant. It is very important to persevere through things, to keep an open mind of things that are new, that are coming. They may not come simple. We should be in position to adapt quickly and say, yeah, whether they are hard, we have to go on. We have to do them and overcome. We have to overcome. So growth mindset and perseverance, to me, they make so much sense to me, especially in this journey of a virtual assistant program. Yeah, and of course, I pray that I continue to keep them in my mind, that things will not come easily every time. There will be new tools that may probably be hard to grasp, or there may be situations with the employers that have hired us that we need to have perseverance to be able to catch up with them. What excites me about this journey of a virtual assistant? A lot. In the learning process, I look forward to learning new tools. For example, Gemini, I've seen it somewhere, I've never used it. I look forward to using it. I look forward to getting to delve into so many other digital tools that are available for me to learn in this journey. I also, after the journey of learning, I look forward to meeting employers or that will hire me across Africa, across the world. I look forward to that bit, because it's very exciting being in another country and then you're working for an organization in another country. It is very exciting to look forward to. I look forward to so much of that. It is very exciting to look forward to, and I don't think okay, in the journey of learning, there's a lot that has been put in place for us to not find difficulty in learning. And after the learning process and finding jobs and getting hired, I pray that I am able to connect with employers very well, because all of them are not the same. Some may be tough, some may be friendly, some may, maybe considerate and all that. I look forward, basically, much as some may not be simple, I look forward to all of that, irrespective of the challenges that may be there. I still look forward to jumping into that field of working as a virtual assistant. And the kind of virtual assistant I would love to be, there are quite a number, but I would mention one or two. I would love to do actually administrative, because having worked in an office, I find that a bit familiar. I've also done social media management. That would probably come easier for me. And with the learning, it even gets better. I love communicating. I'm a very good communicator. So I would definitely love to be hired to service clients online, for example, communicating to them, answering their inquiries and all those things. I think I'm very good at that, and I look forward to that. Yeah.